that mic on, I guess. Yeah, we'll do it with that mic on. Hey, take a little sip of coffee. Hey, remember this CD? Mango and Lime Fiesta by Rick Noodles Horvath. That's me. I was going to be Rick Noodles Horvath like John Cougar Mellencamp, but then I became Rick Horvath, but I'm still known as Noodles. All my buddies call me Noodles, all my music buddies. But this was my first CD release. This was, gosh, 2005. Let's see, I figured I used to put, 2005. In the bottom corner here, the little catalog number. You can't really see that. It's Agua-2005-1. That means the first release in 2005. And this was a cool CD to do because my band Sore Thumb, we played down in Margaritaville in Key West probably about a dozen times. Oh, it was so awesome. And we got to play with Jimmy Buffett one night. We were playing at his bar, Margaritaville. We were actually playing the song Margaritaville in Margaritaville. And everybody knew he was in town, or when he was in town. You know, the rumors would fly around. And this wasn't our first time there, but we knew that he was in town. So we're playing Margaritaville, and all of a sudden he walks up on the stage. He had been hanging out at the bar. Nobody even saw him. So he comes up and he says something like, "You mind if I join you boys? I kind of know this one." So we're playing Margaritaville, and all of a sudden it was a crazy, crazy time because the bouncers came up by the front of the stage. They put that velvet rope out in front to keep the crowd back. And suddenly the place was packed from, I don't know, 50 people to a couple hundred people all over the place. It was insane. Well, I guess they were waiting for him. They're stalkers or something. But it was great. We played with him the whole night. There's a video going around about a half hour of us performing with Jimmy Buffett. And we did a lot of drinking on stage. I have to say that night. This is coffee. But that night we did tequila shots and Corona beer all night long. And it was really great. This was my band Sore Thumb with my brother Freddie Monday. And we had Rick James Brown just joined us on bass guitar. So he was freaking out because he just joined the band. We just did a video shoot, or we were just about to do one after that. I forget the timeline. And here he is down in Margaritaville with Jimmy Buffett on the stage with him. And our drummer was Tom Anderson at the time. And Tom's brother was a huge Buffett fan. I remember this story. And Chuck, and he left the night before this gig. He left the night before this show. And when he found out that Buffett was there and he went back to New York, he's probably freaking out, I'm sure. But I'm sure we got a lot of photos. I'm going to try to figure out a collage. I know I have some pictures online, but if there's any more that I have, I'll just kind of put them out together and show you. It was a lot of fun. We played the whole night. We didn't know what we were playing. And I kind of felt like I had to kind of make sure everybody knew what we're doing. Okay, we're doing Twist and Shout. Jimmy, what key do you know this in? And then we would play it in whatever key that he wanted to do it in. And it was awesome. It really was. But playing down in Margaritaville for so many years, that's the point I'm getting to, inspired me to do this kind of trop rock recording back in 2005. And the first track, which I'm going to perform for you, Caribbean Catch, was inspired by my wife, Patty, who wasn't my wife at the time. And also the Little Friskies Caribbean Catch, whatever that treat is that they have. And there's a couple covers on here too. And I did Papa Jean's Blues by Mike Nesmith, the Beatles, and Jamaica Farewell, and Rum and Coca-Cola, which if you're an old timer, you know that's an old Andrew Sisters song. Actually, it was co-written by Maury Amsterdam. Am I dating myself too much? Maury Amsterdam from the Dick Van Dyke Show. Maybe you didn't know that. Now you do. And it was one of those things where, you know, I was just inspired to write some more tropical stuff, The Sailor's Tale and Mango and Lime Fiesta, which to this day, I believe Mango and Lime Fiesta, and there's a recipe on the back to how to make one, how to make a Mango and Lime Fiesta. To me, the Mango and Lime Fiesta is the drink accompaniment to the Cheeseburger in Paradise. And it would pair very well because it's made with rum. And that's all you really need. There's other things too, but how could you go wrong with a cheeseburger in one hand and a rum drink in the other hand. So, and I played, with the exception of one song, I played all the instruments and have been doing so ever since, because that's my thing. I don't know. I just love playing all the instruments. You get inspired to write a song, and I hear all the arrangement in my head. I know what instruments I wanted it. And well, you can look around. I have some vintage keys here. This is an Akai synth bass. This is a Farfisa organ, which inspired me to do the Farfisa's album. And the Mellotron and the Oberheim in the back, recently brought back to life because it hadn't been playing a while. And you can see my 72 SG in the back. There's other stuff here. We're in the studio. I have drums and amps and mics and John and Bill. Everybody's here. So anyway, but this is great. I'm going to be doing this show every week, and I'm going to feature a new interview with someone every week. On this week's show, we have New York performer and singer Al Santoriello, who's been with such great bands such as the Little Wilson Band, Cadillac Moon, the Walkers, and we're going to be doing an interview with him today. We're so honored to have him with us. So get your coffee and your cocktail and hang out for that one. Coming right up. This is live from NEPA Recording Studio. Check us out online at neparecordingstudio.com. We have all sorts of services available here. Do I want to say that? All right, I'm making this up as I go along. And we're recording. Hey, Al, how are you, man? How are you?
Good, Rick. It's great to see you. I just am wondering, why are you hanging out with me on your wife's birthday, you nut?
I know that's pretty weird. It is my wife Patty's birthday, but she's working.
Yes, happy birthday, Patty.
Happy birthday, Patty. She is working, so I can't hang out with her.
Oh, all right. I'm sure you'll be hanging out with your wife later.
I'm actually making dinner later tonight.
Good for you.
Mac and cheese. She just said, I don't want to cook later. So I said, okay, so whatever we have in the house. Uh-oh.
It's gone. Don't worry about it.
So Al, how long have we known each other? It's been decades.
It has. I would say since the 80s.
Yeah.
We probably met, I would say, at Chelsea's maybe. Like I was going out, you were coming in, kind of thing, you know.
I was loading in, you were loading out.
Like what night? We used to play on Wednesdays. What night did you play? I forgot.
Well, I think originally we had Mondays, but we had to switch it because of Phil Cimino, our drummer at the time. I think he had a gig. Was it with you guys or maybe Jim Small?
Not with us. Maybe with Jim Small.
Jim Small, yeah. So then we moved it to Thursdays, and we had the T-shirts made up for every Thursday at Chelsea's. What a great place that was up in Huntington.
It really was. So that means, like, if I left my stuff there on a Wednesday night to pick it up like the next day, then I might have gotten there at like 8 o'clock to get it as you guys were coming in, you know. And that's probably how we met.
Probably, yeah.
I think so.
It's been so many years ago. My mind doesn't go back that far.
And then, of course, the paper bag. We would always hang out together at the bag too. Paper
bag. You're the reason why I joined the bag. I've told you that before, right? You inspired.
I'm sorry. I apologize. Really. I never meant you any harm.
For people watching that don't know the paper bag, you want to give them a little background on that?
Well, it's hard to describe. It's something that everyone should see at least once. But to get it out there quickly, it's a 70-piece rock band. So there's 9 guitar players and 5 keyboard players and 6 bass players and 5 drummers and all on stage at the same time, at least for parts of the evening. And the music goes nonstop from 10 till 4, 10 at night till 4 in the morning. And our ringleader is a fellow by the name of Mike Guido, who has been running this thing for 40 some odd years. It happens once a year. It's hard to explain, but it's not a crazy mishmash of music because it's all musicians who kind of know what they're doing and everybody figures out how to make this work. That's enough about the paper bag.
Yeah, that's enough about the last Tuesday in June. If it happens next year, we don't know.
Yeah, right. It didn't happen this year.
Didn't happen this year. COVID's put the kibosh on everything, but
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do it virtually. You know, we have Zoom. We can have 70 people on Zoom at one time. I don't know if it.
Pardon me. Can you help a fellow American down on his luck?
So let's see. I'm just, Al, I just want to say to the people watching, he has waived his rights to a pre-interview, ladies and gentlemen. So we're just winging it.
It's so far so good.
Yeah, yeah. So Little Wilson, yeah, that you've been doing Little Wilson for quite a long time.
41 years.
Wow.
Yeah, without any homicides or no, but yes, I played at once again, Chelsea's comes up. I played at Chelsea's with a band called Tanqueray when I was like about 19, 18, 19. And then that was kind of like the prototype for the Little Wilson band. And when Tanqueray broke up, and then I started Little Wilson in November of 1979.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now you are Little Wilson, right?
I would be him.
Yeah,
I would be he.
You would be he. How'd you come up with Little Wilson as your moniker for this thing? I never asked.
I didn't make it up. The bass, again, I'll mention Tanqueray. The bass player in that band, his name was Jeff Jacobson. We were doing all these auditions on the South Shore at like the Music Box, and I can't remember the names of the places. The Music Box is now called, it's in Belmore. What's it called? The Brokerage.
All right.
Anyway, so we were doing these auditions on the South Shore, and Little Buster and the Soul Brothers were playing all over the South Shore at that point. And we were four white kids from Northport playing Otis Redding, Sam and Dave, Wilson Pickett, Motown. And there would in 79, people wanted to hear either disco or Southern rock, you know. So Buster was the real deal, you know, so he could get away with doing that stuff. And everywhere we played on the South Shore, people would say, well, you guys are good, but Little Buster plays here. So long story short, the bass player decided we needed somebody named Little in the band. So he called me Little Wilson, as in Wilson Pickett. And it was a joke, you know. And then we decided that maybe we should play around our hometown, Northport, Huntington. And we started to catch on, and then he started introducing me as Little Wilson. And that was that, you know.
That's great.
I started a new band, and what was I going to call it? Alan Santoriello?
That's like my band up here that we had, Wally and the Paw Packs.
That's a good name.
Everybody asks who's Wally, but it's actually my wife came up with the name, so she says, after the Lake Wall and Paw Pack, Wall and Paw Pack, Wally and the Paw Packs.
Oh, nice.
So everybody would say, which one of you is Wally? So we'd always point to the other guy in the band. That's Wally. That's Wally. But I don't know who Wally is. We're all Wally.
It's a silly world we live in.
It is, really. But the music business is very silly. I mean, we were talking, you're saying that there aren't too many solo gigs available.
I just lost more gigs today. I just lost.
Let's not talk about that. That's depressing.
It is. I was working 5 nights a week. You know, it took me a while to get that going where it was consistent. And now I'm down to like 2 gigs a month.
Wow. Well, it's better.
As soon as the weather got cold.
It's better than being an Uber driver. You have to get that little plastic shield.
Wait a second. What's wrong with being an Uber driver, Rick?
I don't know. Are you doing that?
No.
You could do that if you're traveling around giving lessons. You can be an Uber driver.
Yeah, I could do that at the same time.
At the same time.
I did do singing telegrams years ago.
Oh, okay. I didn't know
that was interesting.
How about Cadillac Moon? That was a great band. I mean, I have the T-shirt and the hat thanks to you.
Nice. You know, I still play with Mike Nugent and Dave Noyes. We call ourselves the Walkers. And I have to say, playing with those 2 guys is one of my favorite things to do. Especially our vocals are really nice, you know, nice 3-part harmonies.
Yeah.
But Cadillac Moon was a lot of fun. It was tough though, because it was a bunch of guys in their 40s who had decided that it was time to give it a shot, you know. I think we were a little too old.
The
realities of life were not going to, like, just sit there like they might if you were in your 20s.
Yeah, I know it's tough once you have responsibilities, a wife and a house and kids.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not like, oh, let's go out on the road for 4 months, honey. I'll
Come
send
back
you
with no money.
Yeah, I'll send you a telegram. They still have those. But no, you guys, I love the music, man. And then the movie appearance. I don't know if you want to mention that.
Devil's Advocate, yes, my Andy Warhol 15 minutes. The band was in a bar scene in the very beginning of the movie. And it was really cool. It was great. I got to meet Keanu Reeves and Charlie Theron and Ruben Santiago, and Taylor Hackford was the director. It was cool. It didn't really do much for us. I think because we didn't really know how to use that to do something for us.
I think back then it was different as far as getting publishing on a song being in the film. Maybe it was a little up in the air back. I don't know if they had the same kind of.
No, actually, it's interestingly enough, we had just the song that we did in the movie was called "Show Me Your Tattoo," and we had just finished recording that CD that had that song on it. So all the copyrights and publishing and everything was all taken care of. It was all ready to go because we were putting a CD out. So they had to pay us a licensing fee, and then also we got royalties, which we continue to get. I mean, we're not talking a lot of money here, but we continue to get royalty checks.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it's getting money in the mail is always nice.
I know, right? I don't know, 30 cents for this quarter.
Well, ASCAP has different rules now, so you don't get 30-cent checks anymore.
You have to meet
which is
the
good
minimum.
Also.
Yeah, you have to meet the minimum of $250 before they cut you a check. Some of these new band, you mentioned this band, the Phantoms. I'm not familiar with that.
Well, the Phantoms are the band that plays my original music.
Oh, okay.
So I put a CD out about 4 years ago, and at the same time, some of the guys in the Phantoms played on my CD, and then we started playing live, and we play some classic rock stuff. It's somewhat eclectic. I kind of steal a little bit of the Walkers repertoire to play with the Phantoms because those guys like the same kind of music. But we also do my originals, and that's kind of like that's how that band started.
Very nice.
I'm going to play a couple of original songs for you later, if that's cool.
Yeah, do what you want, man. I don't know what else we could talk about.
You want me to play a song?
Whatever you want to do, man. It's
all right,
we didn't do a pre-interview, so it's all up to you.
I'm going to play a song.
Okay, I'm going to stay out of the way.
This is called "Every Time It Rains." I wrote this about maybe 3 years ago. We good?
Yeah, go for it.
The pitter-patter on the skylight draws me into my dreams, but through the night, your voice is in the drumming on the window pane. Every time it rains, every time it rains, the streets are street with tears when morning comes. They take the natural course, but as they run, they carry on the thoughts of you into the dreams. Every time it rains, every time it rains, it brings another way for me to find a buried feeling of a memory. A silent sound that's there just to remind me what can never be. And just one thing remains. Every time it rains,
That's nice. Very nice.
That was kind of a shortened version of it. I left the verse out.
Love it, man. I love it.
Thank you.
I would love to come to see that live, you know? What's
Yeah,
the
we have like nice electric piano solo in there, and then a guitar solo.
Very cool. Was it a 4-piece, 5-piece?
Well, it's I'll tell you exactly what it is. It's my good friend Howie Silverman on drums, and my buddy Steve Kaplan on bass. I think you might actually know Dave Wise, guitar player Dave Wise. He plays guitar, and Mark Mancini plays keyboard.
Ah, nice.
And me, and I play guitar and sing.
Very cool, man. Well, you could post it if you guys doing any virtual concerts. That would be awesome, man. That's
We did a couple during the summer on my driveway.
On your
I just did it on Facebook Live, though.
Just put up a camera.
Yeah, actually, it was funny because, you know, when I lost all my gigs, I started doing a happy hour on Friday nights. And then one day, you know, the weather was getting nicer and nicer. It was April, it was May. I actually did it on my front. I just sat on my front stoop and did my Facebook Live happy hour from my front stoop. And by the time I had gotten done, the neighborhood had gathered all around. So I was like, So then I got the Phantoms to come and set up on my driveway one Friday afternoon. And we played, and it was great. So I ended up doing 7 driveway concerts between maybe 7. Anyway, I had the Little Wilson Band do it. I had the Walkers do it twice. I had the Phantoms do it. So I guess there were only 5 actually, and I did it by myself a few times.
That's great.
It was fun.
And nobody got ticketed for double parking, I guess, or anything.
No. It was nobody. I didn't tell anyone about it except the neighborhood were the only people who came to watch. And then I would put it up on Facebook.
That's a great idea.
It was fun, man. It was really cool because I live on a circle, so there's not a lot of traffic, and there's a lot of new families moving in with little kids, little kids, and it was really cool. We all got to meet each other. It was great.
Nice. Just so you know, I'm directing this as we go along here, switching views and stuff. You know, the camera.
Whatever you want, Rick.
I'm a one-man band. I'm short because of COVID, so I'm a one-man operation. I also do the titles, or the blandishment, as they were called on the Peanuts shows. I have no idea what that meant. But so
hey, I've seen your work. You do good work.
I try. And muting myself as I cough. I've been coughing a lot lately. I don't know what it is. It's not anything serious. I just have to.
I hope not.
No, we were tested. We don't know.
I remember when this whole crazy thing hit, started to go down. I saw a funny post on Facebook of a little baby making a face like he was really concerned. And it says, when you hear your neighbor cough. And then the next picture was the same little baby with a big smile on his face. And it said, and then you smell weed. I don't know.
Stone baby.
So I don't know. You want to call it an afternoon? You want to hear another song, or?
Well, I mean, we're getting close to. The sponsors are going to start complaining.
They always complain whenever I'm around.
You want to do another tune?
No, that's cool, man. We could just finish off by talking about that money you owe me. From that big bet we had. No.
Well, we got to go. We got to go, folks.
See you later.
Well, I hope to see you in person really soon.
How many? We've done like what? Four gigs together in our lives?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
When I have time.
Fun too, man. Especially since we absolutely did it totally off the cuff.
We don't need to rehearse. We know these songs.
Hey.
It'll be a lot better. I mean, we were just down that way for the holiday, but.
I know, but obviously we couldn't.
No, we couldn't.
Something from Wednesday to yesterday, I think we left the house maybe once. No, we left the house a couple of times to go shopping, but otherwise that was it. It was just to go to the store and then come home.
Yeah, exactly what we do. And I'm home all day alone here in the studio and doing my stuff. Nobody's around, and then everybody else is working. and they're being really safe.
I'm amazed that your wife allows that to happen.
Letting me hang out here all alone?
Leave you there all alone all day.
Well, I've been working from home for forever, so this is what I do.
I know, there's nothing different for you, right?
Yeah, I think the last time I had where I had to go to a job was like 1996. You know how it is.
Wow.
We try to stay away from that stuff, you know.
Yes, we do.
Al,
Although I'm thinking of going into maybe bootlegging or, a life of crime. It's natural expansion from music to crime.
Yeah, it goes hand in hand. Johnny's not getting that picture. We could do distilling. A lot of people go into the distilling business.
This is very true now. It's
Bootlegging, right?
popular.
Yeah. Well, if the bars close completely, then that's our next line of attack.
Bootlegging.
Bootlegging. Hey, Al, I want to thank you for doing this. I can't tell you how much it means to me.
My pleasure. It was a lot of fun, man. It's great to hang out with you, even if it is on Zoom.
Well, let me, I'm going to say thanks again and stop this thing.
All right, man. Rick, I hope that we can see each other face to face.
Caribbean catch. Caribbean catch. Sun was leaving that day, sailing low on the bay. Summer breezes were blowing on me. Wasn't looking for fun, or a colder and rum, when a local girl ran into me. When I saw her my way, where I stood, I would say she had a beautiful smile you can see. Felt my heart skip a beat, nearly fell off my seat when she started to come up to me. Oh boy, what just happened? I never saw this coming my way. Oh boy, when it happened, my heart started thumping, fish started jumping, it turned into a very good day. No more playing the game, now my life ain't the same since that little girl ran into me. We were an absolute match, my Caribbean catch, nothing better for miles to see. Now we're out on my boat, having fun with a float, setting sail on a tropical high. Got a strong southern wind and a bottle of gin, plus a girl with a wonderful smile. As we tow out of port, the news to report is the weather ahead's looking fine. All the time in the world, every sailor's unfurled. Hey baby, let's stay for a while. Oh boy, what just happened? I never knew how good life could be. Oh boy, when it happened, the love flooded on me, just like a tsunami. I thought it never happened to me. No more playing the game, now my life ain't the same since that little girl ran into me.